Commissioner Martinez,
Here.
Commissioner Ferguson,
Here.
Commissioner Diaz,
Here.
and myself, Commissioner Roach. For the record, we have a quorum, so we can get started. The first action item on the agenda would be the acceptance of the minutes of the regular board meeting, which was held last month, September 16th. Does anybody have any questions, additions, subtractions, as far as the minutes from our September meeting is concerned?
I find
No?
it. Move to accept.
There's a motion to accept those minutes. Is there a second?
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, for the record, Commissioner Farrell has joined us. The first item under reports was a report from the Chief of Police. As I mentioned before that we got started, the chief is away, but we have, I really can't call him new anymore, but our Assistant Chief, Frank Capozzi, is here. Chief?
I'm new. I'm still like 5 months in, so
Okay.
Either way, good evening. I'm here on behalf of the chief, and the only thing I really have to report, just we have 27 recruits in the academy. They're due to January, graduate in I think the beginning or mid-January. Everything's going good there, to my understanding. We have a test out now because we have some anticipated retirements, and just trying to make sure we're in a better position in case people leave, as to how many people that we hire. And really have the chief wanted me to report that the statistics, crime stats look good as of right now. I don't want to jinx us, but we're statistically down in almost every major category. The other thing is that we're in the schools. We started a initiative in the schools. We're talking about gangs, guns, and drugs, and stealing cars, and social media awareness for the youth from 7th grade. We're gonna go all the way to 12th, and we have a community meeting November 8th for my connections in Waterbury. We're doing a community meeting on November 8th. It's to help people in need. We're gonna have all probably 50 vendors throughout the state. We're gonna have like Eversource, the VA is gonna be there. I believe the employment department's gonna be there. You're gonna have assistance for those that are coming out of prison. It's for whatever needs that people have. MT&T Bank is gonna be there. A lot of your cities, small businesses are gonna be there. And I know the mayor's gonna be there, and I believe I can't remember the official, he's coming. I can't remember which one. One of the state senator, Andrew McDonald's coming, who's a big name in law enforcement. And it's to give out, we're going to basically give toilets out to people in need and whatever assistance that they need. And that's coming November 8th at Housatonic College from 11 to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're going to have things for kids. We got vendors coming. There'll be pizza. There'll be the taco truck will be there. Some of the local Bridgeport kids are going to be do little performances for like their dance teams. So we're hoping it's being promoted up on Facebook, and I know the chief has something scheduled with Channel 12 News to promote it, but it's November 8th. If anybody's interested, it's a community resource affair, and it's at Housatonic College. And that's pretty much all I have.
Okay, Chief. Thanks. There's also, I know you mentioned that things are moving along pretty good with the class of cadets, and I understand we are now advertising, seeking applicants for another class as well. So
We want you to apply, Dan Roach.
I'm sorry, sir.
We want you to apply.
Oh. Yeah, maybe 40 years ago would have been good. My mistake.
Hey, Dan, I've been approached by a few people about joining the force. Good guys that actually work with me, management positions, young guys. They're really interested, and I told them I'd reach out to them, get them whatever information I could get them.
Yeah, we'll take them.
Process. Could somebody maybe get to me? I looked up how to do it through the city website. If that's the easiest way to do it, then I'll tell them to just follow that way. But if there's other
Yeah,
steps,
so
these are good guys.
well, good. We always want good people,
Oh, that's
good
great.
quality people. And you can go through police apps. So the first step is you have to take the physical fitness test. That's through the chip test. So tell them to start getting in shape. You have to be able to do for their age group. I don't know how old they are. So many sit-ups in a minute. So many
Early
push-ups.
30s, probably early 30s. Both of them, I think both of them are in management at my job, and they're in
Okay.
pretty good shape. They're one plays flag football, so I know he's in good shape.
Very good.
Um,
And then you got to do a 300-meter sprint, and you finish it off with a mile and a half run. And you could get all that information. That's for the chip test. And then from there, it's just a series of tests. You take the written test, an oral test. What?
The 1.5 mile run and the 300-meter sprint is another reason why I won't be joining the force.
But either way, for your age group, Dan, you can walk it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Assistant Chief, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
But
Any
just go to-
other questions regarding the chief's report?
All good.
Okay.
So-
All right, Chief, thank you so much.
All right,
You
thank
can,
you.
you
Take
can
care.
stay on the call if you'd like, but please feel free to go about your business. Either way.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
All
it.
righty. Okay. Thanks
Bye-bye.
for all your help. And also, I'd like to note that Commissioner Lyons has joined us as well. And we're going to move on to, since the union is not present, as usual, we'll move on to the Internal Affairs, where we'll hear their quarterly report for the evening. So there's Lieutenant Rosen. Lieutenant, the floor is yours.
Commissioners, for having me tonight. It's that time of year. We're already into the third quarter. I'll just go through a couple of the stats that we have so far. I did email that report to you guys. If for some reason, again, if you don't get it, just reach out to me. I'll be happy to get it to you. I encourage you all to go through it. On the year, we're up to 255 total investigations that Internal Affairs has taken on. Of that, 106 are formal citizens' complaints. Those are the ones that fall under the Barros decree that are governed by the Board of Police Commissioners. It's important to note that 35 of them, as always, the majority, they fall under that basic generic category of police conduct. So we constantly monitor that category, but it's consistently pretty similar year to year, quarter to quarter. On the year, it is 39% increase from this point to last year. But going through it, last year was kind of an outlier with 76 at this point. If we go back the last 5 years, and it is demonstrated in the chart for you, we're pretty consistent. We're on pace for 131 formal citizens complaints on the year. To date, we've closed out 217, which is pretty good. We did get a heavy workload of background investigations on the year. I'm happy to say that we concluded all of them but one certified. So we concluded 67 entry-level backgrounds, which makes up that class 48. I believe it's 27 or 28 nice candidates who will hopefully be hitting the road in a couple months. 2 certified. We did 39 firefighter backgrounds. They're currently in the firefighter academy with Chief Edwards. We did telecommunicator, deputy director of public safety, and then we're prepping up for the director of public safety. That should be in probably the next month or so. But again, overall total investigations, we're at 255. At this point last year, we're at 219. So a little bit of a work increase, 16% increase. As far as new business, we just shot over a case to Lieutenant Lyons to set up for a Barros. That's 24I-189. There should be another one I anticipate in the next 2 weeks. So it'll be a total of 2 that we need to set up Barros for. I am confident we could likely get them done in one day. I don't think the workload would be too heavy on those 2. And I'll let Lieutenant Lyons speak. There may be a second step out there, but other than that, the guys down in IA were currently staffed 4 sergeants, 1 detective. And all the credit to them. They're pushing through day by day. They're doing an excellent job with what we have, especially with the workload that's coming in. And on behalf of them, I just want to thank you guys for all your your assistance and definitely looking out for us down there. So much appreciated. And if there's any questions, I'll be happy to take them. If you read the report and you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, shoot me an email, and I'll get back to you within the day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions for the lieutenant?
Well, happy
Good job.
birthday.
Okay, you're off the hook. Adam, go enjoy your birthday, okay?
Thank you,
Happy
much
birthday.
appreciated.
Alrighty,
Take care, commissioners.
so long now.
Yeah, brother.
Okay, next item, clerk's report. We have a notification of the second step hearing that Lieutenant Rosen kind of alluded to, so Lieutenant, what do you got for us?
That's all right now. I sent you some paperwork over regarding what it's about. I don't know how long the second step will be, but that's all I have. I didn't receive the Barrows hearing paperwork until today, so that'll be on next month's agenda to try to pick a date. So it's 100% up to you if you want to push this second step so we can get all three into one after next month, or we can do a quick special board meeting to schedule the other two along with this, or how you guys want to make it work. But that's all I have, is just that.
And second step, as well as or any disciplinary matters that need to be settled, all need to be done in person. So maybe we should just try to combine it and make it get it done in one evening. We've been pretty successful on getting agreements from both sides and disciplinary matters. So assuming that's going to be the case, those are usually dispensed with rather quickly. So my guess is we can handle all three matters in one evening. Does that make sense, commissioners? Or
Yeah.
Makes sense.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll put off the 1 second step you have in the pipeline until we get the rest of that paperwork in, and we can schedule from there. Whether or not it's we don't necessarily have to wait until next meeting to schedule something. If you wanted to do something beforehand, maybe the lieutenant has everything in order. She can shoot us an email and then we can figure it out if we want to meet ahead of time.
Perfect.
Fair enough. Okay. You have anything else, Madam Clerk?
No, sir, that's it for me tonight.
Okay. Before I forget though, Lieutenant, if you can give me a buzz after we're done. I just wanted to cover a side issue with you that we had a meeting yesterday regarding the tow ordinance, or possible new ordinance. It's not ready to bring before the board yet, but I just want to go over a couple of things with you as far as the timeline.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that. Under new business, it's a request from Councilwoman Amy Marie Visa Panicia for the board to identify and remove signs that are not authorized by the BOPC. That's us, and older signs that were approved and no longer needed. That was not a request for her to address the board. She just wanted to bring that to our attention. I take it.
I wasn't sure. She sent the email and she didn't respond back to an email from me or 2 phone calls. So I did send her the link in case she got the voicemail and everything else. But
Okay.
she's not here. So.
And regarding the signs that are the applicants are no longer there, living at the locations that the signs were approved for. And correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the new residents would have to contact the department and have those signs removed after I guess our city traffic engineer takes a quick look at it. Would you mind communicating with the councilwoman, and she could have those folks that are asking signs to be removed to go through the proper channels.
Absolutely.
And as far as the signs that are not authorized, I don't know what our procedure is if we have anything at all. Otherwise, if it's called in and somebody throw up a sign that they bought at Home Depot, we can send someone to take it down.
I have had a few complaints regarding that. Usually I check the Board of Police Commissioner notes and I double check with the traffic engineer and make sure that they don't have any history on it. And then I send Public Works out there, and then Public Works will check because we have a certain holographic sticker that goes on the back of all the signs. And if it doesn't have the sticker and they don't have any and nobody has record of it, Public Works will take it down immediately. So I will also let her know that anyone that has, knowledge of a sign they don't think is legal to email me and I can do the research and figure it out from there. But that's how I've done it since I've been in this spot.
Okay, sounds good. Alrighty, old business, couple items that were tabled at last month's meeting. They were both handicap parking sign requests. The first one for 17-19 Chase Street. The city traffic engineer recommended denial based on available off-street parking. There is a driveway for 17-19 Chase Street that the applicant does have access to, but from what I was able to read up on, she was said that her driveway it is difficult for her to step in and out of the car. It's, I don't know, the level of it or whatever. I did bring it up on Google Maps, and she has a driveway. It's fenced in. She keeps a grill in the driveway, according to the shot that I had a chance to take a look at, and some other things like her recycling bin and garbage pail that she kind of stores where a car would normally be. So I know it was tabled last month, and was there anything that I may have missed on that? The other commissioners recall what the discussion was about?
Sir, we tabled it because we were waiting for a letter from the landlord to confirm whether or not she had access to the driveway. And for this address, that's why we tabled 101 Kent and this one. This address we called 3 times, and the voicemail is full, and I never received a call back, and I never was able to contact. So as of right now, I have not received a letter back from them.
Okay, and I, from what I remember, I read in the application that she she admitted she has access to the driveway. She's allowed to park there. Unless I got it wrong.
She claims driveway parking is prohibited because owner uses driveway, but
I thought that was, and I'm sorry, I thought that was for the other applicant on Kent.
sorry, you're right. I was looking at the wrong one. She does say that the driveway is too high, so it's hard to walk on.
That's what it was.
I apologize, your friend.
Okay. Any
Out of convenience, I deny.
okay. You want to put that in the form of a motion, Commissioner Martinez?
Yeah.
Okay,
Make a
Commissioner
motion to
Martinez
deny.
moves to, we're actually moving to accept the recommendation of the city traffic engineer, which is to deny.
Right.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Ferguson. Any discussion on that? Okay. Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Are there anybody opposed? Okay, it appears to be unanimous. And the next item is the one that Lieutenant Lyons just referred to on Kent Avenue. And it's a driveway at a multifamily house where the applicant was claiming that the landlord uses it, so she does not have access to it. And you're waiting for confirmation on that, Lieutenant?
In the back of the package I added, there should be a letter. I did receive a letter from the landlord stating that the applicant, property owner requires 24-hour access to the garage located in the rear of the property. As a result, The applicant is restricted from parking her vehicle in the driveway, and it was a notarized letter, even though you can't see the notary seal on the copy.
That's okay.
Don't these people know that when they rent it? Are they told that before they rent the house that you can't use their
Oh,
driveway?
sure. Yep.
Right.
I'm sure that's the case. But
I drove by her property, being that it's right around the corner from the restaurant, and took into consideration the fact that I looked at her ID, and she is 90 years old, so she is you know, a lot older
Yeah.
than most of us, and there was a lot of cars out there.
how about all of us, please? Not most of us, all of us.
Yeah, thank you.
You're insulting
Thank you,
Commissioner
young
Diaz
guy.
there.
I
Young
take that back.
guy.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, young guy.
That's all
That came
right.
out wrong.
No, and honestly, Mike, I noticed that also, that the applicant is well into her 80s, actually closer to 90 than 80. So you're right about that. I'm kind of surprised that the city traffic engineer recommended denial on that. There and it was his recommendation was based on the availability of off-street parking, which is not necessarily available to this
Mhm.
this lady. So I would suggest that we move to deny the recommendation of the city traffic engineer and order a handicap parking sign for that location. We can always, I'm sure by the next meeting that the sign probably won't be up yet. We could always reconsider if we get something from the landlord that says otherwise, but it certainly seems that, you know, the landlord is needs 24-hour access. So is that reasonable enough? So
Yeah.
a motion to deny the request and approve the request for the sign at 101 Kent Avenue.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and that's a motion from Commissioner Martinez. Do we have a second?
Second.
Been seconded by Commissioner Ferguson. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Okay, thank you. Under correspondence, we have a letter from Civil Service, just acknowledging the appointment of Jamie Morales to the position of certified police officer for the city of Bridgeport. That's kind of odd, though. Do we don't get many of those.
Does that mean they were transferred or they're a transfer? Is that what that means?
Yes, sir. So what it means is he's a certified police officer in a different town or agency.
I thought so.
He might be, we also have one, I don't know that if it is this gentleman that's coming from the military as military police. So they get a limited amount of training in academy because they already have certain certifications. So it's a lot cheaper.
They
And
make a little more money too, right?
well, they start at the same a little higher than the
86?
recruits, but they don't spend the time in the academy that everyone else does. So if they're certified from another town, it's only about 2 weeks in the academy and then 4 to 8 weeks, I believe, on training instead of 10 months in the academy. And I think it's 4 months in training, like field training. So it gets them right on the street quicker. So this is only I think we've had 5 altogether. 2 have left again. So I think we're looking at this as number 4 to be here permanently, which is cool.
Yeah. And the department has had a history of losing officers to other departments, and there's been some success
Nice.
recently on reversing that trend, which is great.
Yes, it is.
So nothing under letters of appreciation or widow's pension. We have one request from the city traffic engineer under item 8B for not to approve the installation of a handicap parking sign at 49 Jewett Avenue. And the applicant claims that they do not have access to the driveway, but it is our understanding that that's not necessarily the case, that the applicant car is parked there on a regular basis. And, excuse me, I'm sorry. For the record, Jewett Avenue is, parking is at a premium on Jewett Avenue. It's a very busy street, and giving out handicap parking signs for folks that don't need it is probably not a good practice. That's my 2 cents anyway.
Sir, I also received an email today with pictures of the applicants' vehicles in the driveway for multiple days in a row. And I received it late, so I can forward it to all the commissioners if you'd like.
I looked up myself and saw at least one car in the driveway, and it was confirmed that applicant owned that vehicle.
Okay.
Deny.
Motion to deny.
There's a motion to deny.
Yeah.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, motion's been made to deny by Commissioner Martinez, seconded by Commissioner Diaz. All those in favor of accepting the recommendation of the city traffic engineer, which is not to approve, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Okay. That motion has passed. And it is 6:29. Does anybody have anything else? Did we miss anything, Lieutenant?
I don't think so, and if we did, we'll catch it next month.
Okay.
Good.
And how are you, Dolores? Just seeing if you're on your toes here. Okay, good.
Everything's good over here.
All right. All right, folks, unless there's anything else, anybody care to make a motion to adjourn?
Aye.
It's been moved by Commissioner Ferguson. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Lyons. All those in favor? Any opposed? All right, great. We are adjourned. And Lieutenant, just after you're done sorting things out, give me a buzz, okay?
Everyone take care.
Absolutely.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, folks. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
We gotta.